All right. For the second video, this took place probably the beginning of this week sometime. Today is March 20th, 2025. So, about a week or so tops. I told you guys I'm going to start saying my dates. Even if it's not 100% correct, it will give you and it will give me a general estimation on times I record these things. Because sometimes I procrastinate, sometimes I get lost on when it happened. And so this will, especially for like dreams and things that I'm given, in case it does mean something, it will give us a timetable that I didn't just, oh, well, this just happened. So he's going to randomly make a video and post it on YouTube, because sometimes my YouTube video, like I post on Facebook first, and sometimes from I'll spend like a day or two or whatever, and I'll finally post it to YouTube, and I don't remember what day I recorded it. And sometimes, and I keep deleting them from my phone so I can save space. So by putting the date on here, it's like they can't just like, oh, well, he just made that because of that. No, it's right there. I tell you right now, it's March the 20th, around that time frame when this stuff happens, and that's the way it's going to be now. So for this one, it's nothing. It's like it's kind of a cool story, and I believe it was a test on two fronts between me and another person, and you'll understand as I get farther into the experience. Now, this isn't a dream, it's not prophetic, it's nothing like that. So if that's the reason why you watch me, then you can click off of this and go on. This is an experience that I thought was pretty cool. Now, that God is around us. God does do things to test people, trials, I don't want to say interferes, but intercedes when needed, or when you want him to. Okay, but you gotta ask, you gotta pray, you gotta ask for these things. If you want God to intercede for you, then you gotta ask for it. He's, given free will, you have the choice to do what you want to do. If you want to have the intercession, then you have to ask for it. So, not all the time, but a lot of the time. Sometimes, who knows? We don't know how the heaven works, but there's been a lot. That's another thing I want to get into. As intercessors and things like that, I've been letting a lot of these things that are taking place right now, between the wildfires and other things. You need to pray about it. Some of these things is whether you guys care. I was led to believe, and actually told this. Now, whether it's true, only God knows. But the boys told me this, that he wants us to reach out. He wants us to show that we care. Okay. Before I start my story, there's something else I want to share, because it kind of leads on to that. Okay. So, and I'm not saying this is, I can't say it was an act of God. I can't say he hurt. I can't 100% say anything. Okay. So, and I'm not going to go all the way into it, but basically the other day I'm laying there on the couch, I'm talking to the kids. I was telling them about the wildfires and how they're kind of getting close, and how we may start to try to pack up a few things just in case we have to go, and we have to evacuate. And I'm talking to God. I hear a lot all the time. I'm basically complaining to him about all this stuff, and I'm like, why does it always have to be destruction and this and that and all this other stuff? I was like, why can't we see like signs, like some things like signs and wonders or something in the sky, like angels appearing? It says in the end times that signs and wonders are going to appear in the sky, so it's not going against the word to have these things happen. And I was just complaining about different things. I was like, it's not fair, this and that. And the very next day, I don't know if I can't remember if it was the very next day or whether it was the day after that, but it was like 2 or 3 days ago. I can't remember when it rained real hard. The day after I complained, and I was talking to God, and about this stuff, and how when he told me that he told me that he just wants us to intercede. He wants us to pray. He wants us to care about the people. Okay, to commune with him, to speak. And the very next day, I was talking about the wildfires being dangerous. This rain hit out of nowhere that I believe was God answering me from talking to him. This isn't the only time this has happened, but this is the one I'm going to share. And I thought that was kind of cool. So it was like last week sometime. I can't remember exactly when. I could look up and find out when, but that's not the important part. So this is about the experience I'm going to get into right now. So I think I drive my kids to school. I think I get back to my place, and I'm sitting here, and I decide I'm going to go ahead and get a bill paid. So I pay the bill, and I decide I'm just going to sit out here for a little bit and chill. Just sit out and look and whatever. Daydream, maybe, seeing the vision. I don't remember what I saw, what I did. Anyway, and I put my wallet over on the side of my seat, on my passenger side. And then I got out. I forgot to lock the car, and I walked inside. I took a nap, and that may have been the day when that dream took place, and when the idol and stuff was dipped in lava. I can't remember. It was somewhere around that time period. I took a nap, and then I got up, and I can't remember, but for some reason, I was looking for my wallet for some reason. And I looked around the house, and I just automatically started thinking ahead. I started thinking ahead, just like, okay, I can't find my wallet, and I'm starting to like, what do I do if I got my wallet? I remembered that I had a PayPal card that I haven't activated yet. I had another card from my work that I haven't activated yet. I could go ahead and move my account to there. I went ahead and instantaneously got on my phone, and I went and I locked my card, my bank card real quick, just in case. And I was just going through the motions of trying to figure out, what do I need to do? What do I do? I wasn't blaming God. I wasn't cussing anything out. I wasn't upset or blaming anyone. I was just like in think mode, and I was just searching. And I heard a voice in my head saying, he's doing really good. He's not blaming God. He's not doing anything. He's just doing what he needs to do to get it figured out. Okay. So I'm looking. I basically cleaned up the entire house looking for my wallet, and I didn't find it. And so I come out to the car, and I start looking around. I don't see it. I start trying to clean out the car, looking around. I still don't find it. I'm finally to the point to where I'm kind of at the realization to where the only option is somebody opened my passenger side door, stole my wallet out of the car, and then left. That's the only option I had. So I'm looking, as I get done looking at the car, I'm walking around. I think I walk over to the landlord, and I ask him, I was like, hey, has anybody turned in a wallet? Because I lost my wallet. I believe somebody may have taken it from my car, because I accidentally left my passenger side door unlocked, and I can't find it nowhere. They said there's a wallet over here. I was like, that's not it. And but before that happens, I was walking around my apartment complex, and I saw a pink wallet over there on the ground, and I went and I picked up the wallet, and I opened it up, and I looked at the ID. I'm not gonna say the name, but I closed it back up, and I walked over to the landlord's office, and that's when I asked about my wallet. Anybody seen my wallet? And I was like, well, it's weird, but I found this wallet, on the ground over there, trying to find my wallet. And I handed it to her. And then I'm over here at the car, looking through it, cleaning out the car, looking around, not finding nothing. And then I see the maintenance guy with that wallet in his hand walk over to some door, and he knocks on it and comes back. And as he's walking back, I'm like, hey, where did you just take that wallet? I want to go see if they maybe seen something or know something about maybe what happened to my wallet. And so he's like, hey, I found it at so-and-so. I was like, okay. at this apartment. So I walk over, I knock on the door, excuse me, and a kid answers the door. And I'm like, is so and so. I was like, actually, I asked them first. I was like, hey, you see that car out there, that silver car out there? Have you seen anybody around it? He's like, no. And then I remembered I opened up the wallet before and I saw the ID, and I was like, hey, well, is this so and so person here? Can I talk to them? He's like, no, they haven't, and no, they've been gone for a while now. I was like, okay, thank you. If you guys happen to figure out anything, if you happen to know anything, just let me know. And I turned around and I left. And as I was leaving, I walk, and I run into this guy that's walking up here. He's wearing all black. I walked to him. I was like, hey, I'm sorry to bother you, man, but have you by chance seen anybody buy this silver car over here? He's like, I don't live here anymore, man. I was like, okay, well, somebody opened up my passenger side. I think I told him, I accidentally left my passenger side door unlocked, and I left my wallet in the car, and somebody opened up my door and stole my wallet out of the car. And I was, just trying to find out what happened to it. He's like, man, that sucks. If I see anything, I'll let you know or something. I was like, all right, thank you. And as I'm about to walk into the house, I get this thought, probably Holy Spirit leading me. It's like, you know what? I should walk around the apartment complex and see if maybe somebody didn't open my wallet, take something from it, and just chuck it. Like they took at least I could find some type of something left in my wallet. Okay. And so I start walking. I walk all the way around the town, all the way around the complex, all the way to the end. And then I see about a group of 4 or 5 people out there. And as I'm walking, I want you guys to understand, as I'm walking, I hear another thing in my head. I hear 2 things. The first one was, the Holy Spirit told me that he was trying to convict this person to do the right thing and turn it in. The second one I heard was that they were thinking about trying to go make a big, massive purchase on the car all at once. One big, massive purchase on the card. And that's another thing I forgot to mention. As I was talking to this guy in all black, I also told him, I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to wait and see if they try to make a purchase. And if they do, I'm going to go to the store where they make the purchase at and see if I can figure out an ID or something and get them for fraud. And I told this to this guy. I don't know why I did, but I had the thought to say it. Then I started walking around all the way around, and I ran into that group of people, like 4 or 5 people out there. And I was like, I asked the same thing. So they're out there sitting on lawn chairs, and I was just like, hey, have any of you guys seen anybody over there by that silver car? And I told them somebody opened up my door, stole my wallet out, and took off. They're like, no, we ain't seen nothing. I was like, all right. I'm to the point. I found the conclusion. My wallet's gone. I'm about to just, I'm about to go do the steps I just said. I'm going to go open up another card, put my card on there, and do what I need to do in order to get myself taken care of, right? Mind you, 100% my wallet got stolen. I know. So I'm walking across the lawn. I'm about to go back into my apartment and just do what I need to do. I happen to look over at my car, and my wallet is sitting by my windshield wiper with a little dust on it, with nothing taken out of the wallet. Nothing. Now, I told you the Holy Spirit was going to try to convict this person not to take anything and to turn it in. I had like 10 $1 bills just sitting in there. But this person that stole my wallet not only turned it in, but they didn't take anything anything from it. To me, that sounds surreal. Like, especially when I'm hearing this stuff and that happens. And then I was told, basically, it seemed like we were being tested on two fronts. Would I react rationally, or would I get upset? Would I blame God and get upset and start cursing and all this other stuff? And would this person do the right thing and return it back with conviction? And it seems to me that they did. Now, as I was walking around talking to, this person and that person and this person, did I run into the person that stole my wallet? And then through discernment of spirit, did this convict this person to turn my wallet back in? Did they feel bad after they actually talked to me to find out, I'm actually a genuinely nice person and they just stole my wallet? I can't say for sure what actually happened, but it seems like it was divine intervention that not only did the person steal my wallet turn it back in, but nothing was taken from it. And I thought that was a cool story, guys. If anybody has anything remotely similar to it, I'd love to hear it. Anyways, God bless and take care.